I'm Dr. Lori, and this is What's It Worth with Dr. Lori. And I'm here with Abby. Hi, Abby.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. What did you bring?
I brought a couple lunchboxes that I used to use when I was in elementary school.
That you used to use.
I used to use. My
Abby
brother
used to
and
use
me.
them. And here's her name right inside. Abby. Is your name really Road?
It is.
Abby Road. Get it? Isn't that funny? I do Beatles collectibles later. Oh, that's funny. Abby Road.
I have some of those too.
You have some of those too?
I do.
Well, let's talk about your lunchboxes. Do you remember, were these your first lunchboxes?
Probably.
Probably?
Yeah.
Okay. Mid-80s. My first lunchbox wasn't the mid-80s.
Yeah.
The Snoopy plastic lunchbox. It was yellow. It was Snoopy's base. It was basically Snoopy's doghouse with Snoopy on it. It said Snoopy. I remember it very clearly. And it was if you know the history of lunchboxes, you're all going to go, oh God, Lori, the history of lunchboxes, really? Yes. So basically, you had the 1930s construction worker lunchbox, gray, metal, and then the thermos was in the top of the domed-shaped lunchbox, right? Before that, they actually would bring lunch to work, wherever work was, in small baskets, right? And even little small apple baskets, and bring it to work that way. Then you got the plastics, and then you got the constructed metal. Then the kids were like hitting each other on the playground, right? So we had to outlaw this, right? And then we went into those kind of very, very soft neoprene type of things that were no germs and very soft, so you couldn't really hit, the bullies on the recess playground. Anyway, I digress. So you had these, and this is Strawberry Shortcake.
Yes.
Who made a big, big comeback recently.
Yes.
People are getting tattoos of Strawberry Shortcake, right? And then both of these are from the Aladdin Company out of Nashville, Tennessee. They're marked as such, and both of them are, in fact, how did you get your brothers? Both of them are, in fact,
Oh, they've been living in an attic since I was
so your brother didn't
10
take
years old?
his?
No.
Okay, all right. And then Gremlins. So this one was your brother's and that one was yours, and they go from being used, and then you graduate to high school and college and stuff, and they end up where, the attic or the basement?
Attic.
Mom's house?
Yes.
Okay. And how did you get them out of Mom's house? Did you come and say, come get your stuff?
Yes, exactly.
Come get your
We're
stuff.
downsizing.
I'm throwing everything out, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. And then Mom finds out that lunchboxes are worth some money. Why to give them to the kids? I could have used them for the retirement hut in Fiji. No? All right, okay. So Abby, what kind of condition do you think they are? If you had to rate your lunchboxes for condition, excellent, fair, poor?
Probably pretty poor.
Probably fair.
They saw a lot of action.
Yeah, they saw some action, but for lunchboxes, this is what happens.
Right.
They're lithographed tin. So let's talk a little bit about lithographed tin. What happens is it's a constructed metal, and then there's basically an image that goes on top of it. What do you do? Where are you from?
I'm from Harrisburg.
You're from Harrisburg, and what do you do for work?
I work here. I'm the visual editor.
Okay, where's here?
LMP.
Okay, so you work for LMP, and you're the visual editor. What does that mean if you're a visual editor? What do you do? You just look at things and say, ooh, that needs to be edited. It's visual. What
Sometimes.
do you do? Okay.
I oversee the photographers, graphic designers.
Okay. So how something is
design.
presented either online or also in
I
print?
do mostly print.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it has to look good.
Yeah.
It has to be pleasing to the eye.
Right.
Okay. Attractive.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So do you think this is attractive since you're a visual editor?
I do.
Why?
I think it's simple and it has all the characters on it.
Okay, simple. All the characters are there. Colorful. It deals with something called the law of complementary colors, which I'm sure you know about. So the complementary color pair here of red and green, which will attract the optic nerve, right? So you look at that and you say, oh, I want to see that. Strawberry Shortcake is, they're kind of warm and fuzzy kind of characters, right? Versus Gremlins. I did not like these guys at all. I had no interest in this. This was not my thing as a little kid. They date, as I said, to the middle part of the 1980s. One of my favorite lunchboxes, actually, in this manner, in this lithographed tin lunchbox, was the Happy Days lunchbox with Fonzie on it. I got to meet him in a green room in a television set, and he walked up to me and I went, oh, I swooned like all the other girls of the 1970s and 80s, and he walked right up to me and he went, mwah, and he kissed me, and I thought, oh, I got kissed by the Fonz. And in, of course, the 1980s, that was a big deal. So, but those particular lunchboxes, because they related to a television program, were very collectible, selling well into the hundreds, even thousands of dollars.
Wow.
Strawberry Shortcake making a comeback actually hurt the value for your lunchbox.
That makes sense.
Yeah, does it?
Yeah.
The fact that your lunchbox does have the original thermos that matches it. And what's interesting also about these lunchboxes, if you didn't know enough as to where the thermos goes, it's showing you where the thermos goes. So, you know, you kind of have a little bit of an outline of where the thermos will go. Value, well, how much do you think they're worth? These Aladdin 1984 era lunchboxes.
I'm gonna guess 25 bucks.
25 bucks each?
Yeah.
Are they both worth the same? I just told you 5 minutes ago that this particular piece had a marked change in value because it was hurt by the revival of Strawberry Shortcake. Remember that?
Yeah, that one's in a little worse condition.
That one's in a little worse condition, so you still think they're only 25 each?
I would say like maybe 20, maybe 25, 30.
So you're not taking a lot of stock in that these are going to get you, you know, that great new bracelet or, you know, some money toward the vacation fund.
New tires.
New tires. Are you looking for new tires? All we need is like 600 bucks. New tires. That's all we really need. Let's go. See what we can do. Well, value on the Strawberry Shortcake with the matching Aladdin thermos, that's about $25. So you were right there. The Gremlins, because it relates to a particular character that's very popular, as well as that connection to movies and film, it falls into more than one collecting category, so it's worth a little bit more, about $30.
Okay.
But this particular thermos is not the match.
Right.
So that's problematic. So your $25 estimate was not too far off.
Yeah.
So you're looking at about $55 for the group. If you sell them as a set, sell them as a group,
okay,
right? And you'd be surprised at how many people want to relive their youth with, of course, trying to get back their favorite lunchbox. Mine was a yellow Snoopy, and I'm still looking for it. Thank you so much, Abby.
Thank you.
I'm Dr. Lori. This is What's It Worth with Dr. Lori. Thanks so much for tuning in. See you next time.